So this one particular day, we sitting at his mom's house, and his nephew is about to graduate. So they're planning the nephew's graduation cookout at the beach or whatever. So the girlfriend of the nephew, mom, came by to drop off some stuff for the cookout or whatever. And so at this time, he was sitting outside. I usually sit inside the house with his mom and his sister because I thought we was cool like that. So, everything was good. I usually sit inside, talk with his mom and his sister or whatever. And he usually sits outside because he don't really come inside people's houses and stuff like that unless he's up to no good. But yeah, so at this point, he's in his mom's room doing whatever he's doing. And the lady comes in, she says hey to everybody or whatever, and she was doing something for the graduates herself too, and she was inviting everybody. So out of the blue, I ain't talked to this lady. I don't know who she is. Apparently, he don't know who she is. So this lady don't know what our title is, what kind of relationship we're in. She just went off of what she assumed it was. So he comes out of the room and he's standing next to me. And so the lady is walking around the house and she's inviting everybody personally. I mean, literally saying, I want you to be there. I want you guys to be there. And she got to me and him and she said, I would love for you and your wife to come. I said, okay. This man blurted out of the blue, I mean, screaming at the top of his lungs. Did I put a ring on your finger? When did I ask you to marry me? When did I say we get married? And I'm feeling this small now because he blurted that out like that lady knew us and like she was just being funny or something. And I said to him, I didn't say anything. He's like, you didn't stop her either. Bruh, if you don't pipe down. And now everybody is sitting here looking at me like, dang, man, he just did it like that. And I'm sitting here like, I can't believe he just did this. I'm like, wow. You coming at me as if I told this woman that we are married and that I jumped all up for glory and joy when she said, I want you and your wife to come. That lady don't know us from a can of paint. And so, yeah, what I'm supposed to do, sit here and be like, oh, he not my husband. We not married or whatever. But we've talked about being married. And so this how you gonna act when somebody say something like that. But that wasn't the first time he did something like that. First time he did it as a little jokey joke. But this time, I mean, he was all up in his chest with that thing. Did I put a ring on your finger? No, sir, you didn't. I'm glad you didn't. But you ain't have to do me like that. You ain't even have to do me like that. That was cold hearted right there. So I sit there because I'm a big girl. I stand inside my mess, and I'm not talking about my size. I'm talking about whatever get thrown my way, I eat it up like a big girl. I don't run. I deal with it. So I sat there for a minute. Everybody looking at me crazy, and I'm looking back at them crazy like, we ain't married. So, I mean, like, you said it, but it didn't, it wasn't like I'm walking around here telling people we married. So it didn't bother me in that way. What bothered me is how you did it. You could have said that to me in private, but narcs don't work like that. No, embarrassing you and drawing attention, they love drama. Love drama. So at this time, I'm a smoker. I smoke cigarettes. So after sitting there for a little while and everybody keep looking at me like, well, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna say? I got up and I walked outside. I smoked me a cigarette. I was hurt. And inside I was hurt a little bit. But I didn't let him see it. Maybe if I'd have said something right then and there, maybe he wouldn't have did it a second time. But I didn't say anything because I'm not into showing signs of weakness to a man. So I'm not gonna cry. He don't see me cry like that. He seen me cry once. And when he gave me no response to that cry, baby, you won't see that ever again. Because if I'm crying, that means I'm really hurt. I'm messed up inside if I'm crying. I don't do that. I'm very, very tough at a whole lot of stuff, but some things will break me down. But once I find out what break me down, I ain't gonna let you break me down like that no more. So he was like, nothing happened. That's how he acted. So I'm outside smoking a cigarette. He know, they be knowing what they doing. They know you feel some type of way, but they not gonna give you the glory. They not gonna make it seem like they was in the wrong. I was in the wrong because I didn't tell the woman we not married. I to him I went along with it, and that's telling her that we married. But she a new face that he ain't never met before. So he don't want her to think that he's married, even though he ain't married. He looking at another opportunity. He like, dang, I could have sweet talked that woman up real good, and now she coming in here hollering about wife. You ain't my wife. Woman, I'm free. I'm single. I can get with you if I want to. That's how he be looking at stuff. So I'm outside and I'm smoking a cigarette. I got away from everybody. Nobody came outside and checked on me, not even the family. He comes outside and he tries to make conversation with me like ain't nothing just happened. And I'm just sitting there looking at him like, sir, really? After the stunt you just pulled, you gonna come out here and talk to me like I'm supposed to care about whatever you talking about right now? I ignored him the rest of the day. So, did we go to the cookout? Yes, we did. Like I said, I'm a big girl. I stand in my stuff. That stuff didn't bother me because we ain't married. It wasn't a lie. So, I'm not tripping because he yelled at, you ain't my wife, this, that, and the third. He ain't telling no lie. The lie would have been as if I was married to him and he burst out like that. But no, he wasn't telling no lie. So I stood in that. That's fine. You just didn't have to do your girl like that. That's all I'm saying. You didn't have to do me like that. Because we did talk about marriage. You did say you wanted marriage. So we putting that out there. But we were not married. So I'm not mad about that. I'm just mad at how you handled it. So next day come, I get up, unfazed, go to this barbecue, and I sit around these same people who just watched him embarrass the hell out of me the day before. And they so messy. I'm sitting right at the table. One of the sisters looked at the other sister and said, you should have seen how, in a concerning voice. But we know she fake now. Girl, you should have seen how he did her yesterday. He was so wrong for that. But you wouldn't tell him that. Y'all seen a lot of messed up stuff that he did before. And y'all ain't never said nothing to him. For him to stop. Like regular human beings or whatever. So, it's all good though. So, she telling the sister what he said to me and how he said it and everything. And the sister was like, child, I would have got up and walked out. For what? He wasn't lying. It's just the way that he did it. He could have did it better than what he did. So I ain't fazed by that. I ain't worried about it. But when I look back on that story there and I look at how things are with them recently, yeah. The story went a little different when they told other people about it. Girl, he dogged her out in front of everybody, girl. She looked embarrassed and everything. She got up and she walked out. But they ain't gonna tell how. I ain't cry, I ain't budge, I ain't do none of that stuff. I just got up and I walked out. That's it. So, narcissists love drama. I'm gonna tell you another story. And when I say they love drama, he loved drama. I'm going to just say the one I dealt with, love drama, because things could be going so good with us. And I tell you, he got to come and stir up some mess some kind of way. And it could be the pettiest little thing. It could be a bottle of water sitting on the counter. But we've been peaceful for a minute. No fighting, no fussing, just cuddling and treating each other like we should be treating each other. Till one day you just wake up and boom, you don't know who you gonna get. So he wakes up one morning and he's got attitude. I'm like, did you have a bad dream or something? Like, what's going on with you? And he give me that look of, why are you awake? Why are you still breathing this morning? I learned how to just brush that off, you know what I'm saying? Because he turn it on when he want to and turn it off when he want to too. So I just stopped letting that faze me. I'm like, child, please, go on. So he walks out the room and I could see him looking for something to complain about. There's nothing to complain about. So what you complain about? A bottle of water that's on the counter. Literally. A bottle of water on the counter. Why they couldn't just put the bottle of water in the trash can if they wasn't going to drink it all? I'm not buying no more water around here because they just wasting water. It's one bottle of water with a swig in the bottom. And you crying. You complaining about that? That's what I asked him. He was like, nah, don't worry about it. I just won't buy no water no more. I said, okay, that's fine. I'll buy water. Not a big deal. So whenever I would cut him off and it don't faze me and stuff like that, sometimes he'll back on down and he'll cut the foolishness out. Sometimes he'll pack up and leave. Over the smallest, little dumbest things, he will pack up and leave. Sure will. So the roller coaster with an narc, boy, I'm telling you, each day you don't never know what you're going to get. You just riding the wave. And wherever the wave crash at, baby, that's where you at that moment. Because you never know. They so wishy-washy. So, yeah. Y'all have a good day.